Fox NASCAR above Daytona International Speedway live. Air Force One, President Trump arriving here at Daytona International Speedway. The 46th President of our United States, the first to give the command for the Daytona 500. As we welcome you to NASCAR on Fox and the 62nd running of the great American race, along with Jeff Gordon, Jamie McMurray. I'm Chris Myers, and nice to have you along with us for this special moment.
I have been to a lot of Daytona 500s, Chris. Never have I felt the excitement and energy. We've had great racing on the track, but we've got the president landing right now. The fans are pumped up. I mean, wow, what a day.
It's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen to see. They said that plane's 800 feet above the racetrack right now. What an entrance by the President of the United States.
He's the Grand Marshal. He'll give the command. Presidents, of course, have attended NASCAR races Daytona before, but again, the first to give the command for this, the Daytona 500.
And, you know, I just can't. I go into the mindset of these competitors and what they're going through, and there's already so much build that you know, you didn't sleep last night, okay? You've waken up to the Daytona 500, you're starting to run through the race and all the things that you're gonna have to deal with, and then there's just constant distractions of, you know, sponsor commitments. You're seeing fans and how excited they are for you to win the Daytona 500, and then to add to all of that, you've got the president that's going to be here for the race to call the command.
And a couple of Daytona 500 winners. When he says start your engines, it'll mean a little something for the 40 drivers in this field.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Jeff's point, we talked about earlier, this is one of those nights that you don't sleep very well, but when you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, the last thing you want to do is start thinking about the race because your heart takes off. You can't go back to sleep. You know it's going to be a long day. To Jeff's point, tons of appearances today. Everybody's asking you about it. It's one of those feelings that you just don't have the rest of the year because you know how special today is.
More than 100,000 people. This event is sold out. The weather nice right now. A little breezy, a chance of rain later, but the conditions are pretty good for a 500-mile race. And every year, it's the great American race, so it's the best thing that can happen to a driver. And this more wide open than I think any year.
Well, it's always unpredictable because it is super speedway racing, and we've seen unpredictable things happen in this race. But I got to say, you know, I've seen the veterans shine this week. I've seen some young guys shine this week. We've seen some great three-wide racing, some of the best racing I've seen leading into the Daytona 500. Somebody's life is going to change. Whether you've won the Daytona 500 again, going into that elite category of a multi-time Daytona 500 winner, or if you're going to win it for the first time, it changes your life. That's how big this race is.
Yeah, we have 7 first-timers and, of course, some headliners who've yet to win this race. As we mentioned, that sellout, the people, you have seen them who have been here early all day enjoying the scene. If you're not fortunate to be one of those in attendance with all of us, we want to bring you closer to this race from start to finish. So we'll first welcome in our team of pit reporters who are all over the place, and we start with Jamie Little.